Steve here, Shen RC, and I'm surrounded by crawlers and trail trucks. I got a lot of guys always asking me what trucks I have for the trail or crawling, so I decided to do this. Dragon Slayer 177. He's in the house. Yeah, I have a wltoys also. I'll show mine. But I got, I think, 14 different trucks here. Did you hear me okay? Phantom Man RCs. Could you hear me okay, guys? Thrashing RC, Green Frog RC. All right, because I have this new microphone. I tried it out, and it's like pretty far. It's like an arm length away, so I just wanted to try that out, see if it was better than my last one. All right. Well, guys, like I said, I'm surrounded by my crawlers. A lot of guys wanted to find out what all my crawlers I have. I actually did the thumbnail like 3 times because every time I forgot to add one picture. So I'm going to start off. Let me move this one out of the way. I'll try to look at the comments while I'm doing this. I don't know if you guys want me to tilt the camera down, and I'll probably get cut off a bit and kind of zoom into the truck. I don't know if that'll be better. But anyway, here's my TRX4 Sport. And it's mostly all stock. I just added the rubber mirrors on it. And I think I did a few other little things to it here. I'll show you guys. Of course, I added the Shen RC sticker on it. It's kind of cool because it looks like a toolbox in the back. But anyway, here's what I did to it. Nordic RC Visions is in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Everything's pretty much stock on this one, except for I put a glitch buster on it. And I put one of these, I don't know if you could see it, the 20 kilogram servos. I put one of those on it. I'm trying to think if I did anything. Oh yeah, I just flipped the bumper in the front so it's higher, and I tucked it in. And then I pushed the rear bumper all the way in. And I think that's pretty much it on this one. It works real good. And then I just cut my body so the mods I just spoke of would fit. I did it on the back also, so when you put it on, now that the bumpers, you could see they're tucked real high and they fit the body now. You have to trim it. So that's the TRX4 Sport. Awesome truck. I like this one a lot. Glitch Buster. Yeah, it's a capacitor, a 4700 UF. Oh God, I got a B in here. Like a hornet. It's a 4700 UF capacitor. I think it's a 10 volt. I'm not sure. I have a video on it showing you how to make them. They're real cheap and they're easy to make. And you plug them into the receiver and it gives your servo a little more power. And you don't get as much glitching. Next, I'll show, I don't know where I'm going to have to put these guys. I'm going to probably have to walk around a bit. But there it is. That's TRX4 Sport. It's a beauty. I like this one a real lot. RC Basher Boys in the house. I don't know if I missed anyone else. Geo1. These have portal axles. Geo1's asking. I don't know if you guys could see. All right, on to the next rig. I'll just throw this one under the bench. Here we have my, this is the Gen 8 Scout. This is a real nice looking rig. Really like this one a lot also. I added new wheels and tires. These are All-Star. They're like the Proline copies, the Hyrax. And these are beadlock wheels. I did a lot to this one. So I'll show you what I did to this one here. I got all videos on my mods in case you want to look for what type of truck I'm showing. Of course, I glued the Velcro on. But this one, when I first got it, guys thought I was crazy because I had it for like a couple days, maybe, I don't know, 3-4 days. And I chopped it all up. I'll show you what I did. First off, the biggest mod I did was I cut the lump off the bottom. Dragon Slayer wants to say, which one is better, the Red Cat Gen 8 or the Traxxas? I like the Traxxas TRX4s the best, but this is a good truck also. But if you want pure out performance, the TRX4 Sport is better. Filthy Co's in the house. He's saying, beauty. All right. So what I did is when I first got this, I did a video on it. You could see how to do it. I cut this lump off because it was hanging up on stuff. I cut the lump off. I put a glitch buster in this one. What else did I do to this? It's hard to remember. I did so much stuff to all these things. I don't think I did too much. Oh, yeah, I modified the steering horn. You grind it off. The lump on there that raises this up higher, this rod, you grind it off on here and you screw it back on with a nut on the back, and it makes this angle lower, and it takes away the bump steer this truck has. I did that. Oh, also put a 20 kilogram servo in this one also. Let me see if anyone's asking anything. Island RC Duke, what's up? Everyone hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Does the TRX4 Sport have inner fenders? I don't think the Sport might not. No, the Sport version don't have them. You got to order them. You could get them for it. But the Sport don't have it. I know the other models, they have them, the regular ones with the 2 speeds. But you could put them on. I just didn't bother with mine. So, yeah, that's what I did to this one. I'm pretty sure that's about it. I forgot. It's been so long. You'll see it on my mods what I did to it. But this one works real good now with this lump cut out there. Really works good. I like it. Oh, yeah, I also did a steering mod on this one. I bent the front rod, and I think I ground. Oh, no, I didn't have to grind the steering on this one. I just bent the front rod so it don't hit the pumpkin up here, and that gave you more steering. So that's the mods I did to this one. I just pushed the front bumper in a little bit, in the back like 1 notch or 2. I didn't like when you put the rear bumper all the way under the body. I just don't like that. So that's about it for this one. And this is a nice truck. Highly recommend it. Real fun. I just got to get lights for mine next. We got someone in here new. Roman. I don't know if I could say this right. Exenartros. Sorry if I said it wrong. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, this one's a beauty. I highly recommend this truck. It's fun as anything. I like it a lot too. You can see my videos. I always have fun with these. Let me get another one out. I think that's all I modded on this one here. Let me put this under the table. Ugh. Now here's my this is the original one, the Gen 7. This one I modded a lot. Let me show you what I did to it. I put the rubber mirrors on here too. I also cut out the body in the back. I have a video on this. You cut this out and you leave tabs. So that way when you put it in, the back bumper hooks in it. Because this always used to pop up crooked. When you do this modification with the bump back rear like this, it hooks in that bumper and it doesn't let it twist open and up. And I also cut around here so it didn't hit the wheels. I mean the tires. This one's kind of butchered up a lot. I lowered. Let me see if anyone's asking anything here. Green Frog, good mods. Thanks, brother. Nordic RC Vision, did I see in there? Oh, no, someone's saying. All right, this one, I lowered the battery tray a lot like anything in the front here. You can see it's much lower than stock. I don't even remember what I did. I did so much. I lowered the pinion gear in this one. I put a glitch buster in this one, I think. Oh, no, I didn't put a glitch buster in this one yet. I lowered the body mounting posts, both of them down in the shocks so they go lower. And I angled the shocks in towards the center of the chassis, which makes it flex much more. It works much smoother than stock because stock it kind of like lifts up. And I put the servo. Oh no, that's the stock servo. I thought this was, I got the hex fly in there. I thought I put a 20 kilogram. I left the stock one in this one. It worked all right. What else did I do to this? I put lights on it. There's so much I did to this, I don't even remember. I think I did the steering mod so it could steer more by grinding the steering over here on the ends. The steering knuckles to let it turn. I did that. Who knows what else I did. I did so much to this thing. I changed all the angles of the rods and everything on it. I got all videos on it. I switched them afterwards. I even modded it more. And then I put these are O-axle wheels and tires on there. They work a lot better than the stock ones. I'm trying to see what I did to this thing. So what happens when you have all these RC cars, it's hard to remember what you did on them because you got so many. But yeah, basically that. And I think I fiddled with the bumpers a little bit on this one. But the best improvement was this front. Lowering the battery in there made a big difference. And also lowering the body mount in between. It lowered everything and it made the shocks work better because they lifted up and you could angle them back. You'll have to check the mods videos, guys. It's hard for me to remember all this stuff. See, now when I put this body on, you tuck these tabs right under the bumper when you put it on. So I can't see unless I stand up. Like that, and it holds it in. So what stinks about this one, it has the body post. The Gen 8 is a little nicer. But anyway, see that they're going under the bumper now, and it holds it from popping and twisting out, which is nice. Then I also make these little clip holders. You could use like a little silicone hose or a piece of wire, so if on the trail one of the clips come off, you don't lose it. See, I used a piece of wire for the front one. So many little mods to these trucks. It's hard to remember. But that's the Gen 7 beauty. This one works a lot better than when I got it out of the box. I think I put like 20 weight oil in the shocks, also made it work better. Where could I put this? I'm gonna have a mess on the floor all over. All right, next up is, let me see if I missed anything here. Roman's in the house. He's saying hi. Exceed Basher. Armin, remote control. Who else? Tug RC's here. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Now this one here is a Tamiya CC01. This is the Volkswagen Touareg. I had this, oh my God, these chassis are so old. Early 2000s, and I still have them. And this one's all crazy painted up. But we put a light bar on this one's pretty cool. There's a lot of mods to this one. Let me show you what I did to it. I'm going to leave the body here hanging. This one, damn it, I don't feel like taking this off. I'm going to leave it because I have a little switch there for the on and off of the lights. This one I have the Traxxas servo in here. I forget which one it was because the sticker came off. It's like the waterproof high torque one. I got, I think, the GPM full aluminum steering crank on this one. I got a glitch buster on this one. What else did I do? This is an 80 turn. No, this one has a 75 turn motor with a heat sink. That makes it work much better because these are high gear ratio trucks. They're not like low geared. They go real fast for putting the motor in there because they have a 540 or actually like a fast truck. So I put a 75 turn in there with a smaller pinion. What else we got on this beauty here? I modified the whole front suspension so it would drop a little lower. I have this all in my videos. Like, see, I cut notches out of this spot here and off the cup so they drop lower. I did a little work on the suspension in the front. Locked the front diff on it with epoxy. This is a skid plate. What else did I do to this? My modification with the suspension that Tamiya copied me and made it out of aluminum after 5-10 years, I think, after I made it. I got this modification. You can see the back here. It droops the suspension. I made this on the boards in early 2000, and then after a while, I guess, telling all the guys and stuff, Tamiya seen it, and they actually make an aluminum part now that does the same thing as what I do. I got a hole in the rear pumpkin. You pull this off, it's stick tape. So if you go in the water or anything, you could just put Corrosion X and spray it in there, and it makes the rust not form in there. There's a lot of stuff we did to these. What else did I do? New tires and wheels on this beauty because the stock ones are like rocks and they don't work good at all and they're a little smaller. So new tires and wheels. JP Slayer Racing's in the house. Brandon Timberland. I don't know what else. I got new ESCs in here. Full ball bearings. Oh, yeah. Let me show you the front. Modified the front. This one here, I don't know if you guys know about CC01s. They come with that bumper, and it like comes out straight with like, it looks like almost like a Hornet bumper, and then it goes up in the middle. So what I did was I cut the whole chassis. It's like squared off in the front. So I cut the chassis on an angle like that, and then I made a metal skid. You can see that. That's a metal skid. I'm sorry about the body connected with the lights. I can't take them off because I have a switch on there. So we put that makes it work much better because you get, when you're driving, it would normally hit and stop. Now it has like a nice angle where it could go up. So that worked good. And I think I ran like 10 weight oil in these shocks. I think that's pretty much it for this beauty. Like I said, if you want to see the mods, look up my CC01. And I got a whole bunch of videos because these are like my favorite truck when I go in the mountain because you have to really drive them good because they're a challenge with the smaller tires and the ground clearance. So that makes them a lot of fun. And that's the the CC01 Race Touareg. See if anyone's saying anything here. Armin. Armin remote control. What I would give for a look under that tail. Yeah, I'm just throwing some rigs under there. Right now I have under the table. You'll see. I put 3 under there. This is the 4th one going on the ground now. Oh, on top of my other truck. All right, next combatant. ECX Doomsday. I modded this one. Drone worshiping his dinghies in the house. He's saying boo, booyah. Thanks for stopping in. Travis RC Adventures. All right, guys, here you go. This is the Doomsday. This is the Gen 2 chassis, the Barrage. And I modified this. I put rubber mirrors on it, cut the pipes off because they kind of looked silly. I took the skull off. I sanded the roll cage dull. What else did I do to this thing? I trimmed the body to fit these new tires and wheels, these bead locks, and I got these nice tires on there with the big lugs. They're really cool looking, and they look great on this truck, I think. I put a wooden bumper on there in place of the stock thing that they had. I burned it a little bit to give it a cool look. Take care, Armin. Thanks for stopping in. What else did I do to this beauty? Let's open it up and take a look. I didn't realize I had this many crawling trucks. I kept taking the thumbnail like 3 times because I was like, oh, I forgot one. And I had to switch it on the YouTube. All right, I lowered the battery position in the back. I modified the tray and lowered it. You can see it's angled towards the gearbox now. Before it was high in the air. What else did I do? I made these plastic sections here. They extend so you could angle the shocks towards the center so you get more flex. Like the springs on these are kind of hard. So with that mod, it made the rear swing much nicer, and it makes it go over the bumps. You could actually see the suspension twist. Green Frog, move sticker rear bumper to the front. Yeah, I did something on the rear. This was the rear bumper. I cut it up to this shape here. And like Green Frog said, I put it on the front. I reversed, I think, these. You could flip them up or down, the posts here that hold the bumpers on. And I put it up front, and it covers like the steering and everything so you don't hit it. It works real good. Much better than the stock configuration. And I modified this steering also. I did like bent the rod here because when it turns sharp, it hits the pumpkin. Also ground some of the steering knuckle off so when it turns, it could go sharper. But to do this, you also have to look at my modifications. I updated it. When you do this mod, it turns a lot sharper and it's much better than stock. But what happens is if you leave your bearings in there, the CVD, the cone shape, hits the bearing and it gets the seal, wears it off, then the balls just fall out. So you have to use a plastic bushing in the inside. I have the video and I have the part number. It's a bearing for a Kyosho Blizzard wheel. So I put them in there and now it turns real sharp. This works the same for the ECX Temper Gen 2. I did it for also. And you get so much better, nicer steering because stock, they kind of don't turn at all good. What else did I do to this beauty? I just moved the front electronics forward more. And I think that's about it. I probably forgot something. But yeah, the most best mod I did on this was this rear piece in the back if you guys want yours to work better. It's hard to show you guys. Little plastic piece you cut out and add on. It helps because you move the shock inward, and that'll really make this work a lot better to flex. And this battery mod where you lower it works good. And of course, the tires is an improvement also. Always when you switch your tires, a big improvement. So that's my Doomsday. This is another one I have fun with too because it's not real big. And when you go on the mountain, it's fun to trail with. It's more of a challenge. So I thought I'd change the servo. I guess I didn't. I left the stock one in there because it didn't break. If it breaks, I'll put a better servo. I got a whole bunch of them here. But anyway, that's the Doomsday. This is a nice truck, and I think you could get these for like 99 bucks. So for 99 bucks, this is the best crawler you could ever get for the money, period. Nothing you could get is better for 99, I don't think. Did I miss anyone asking anything? Grants RC, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. JD Passel's here. RC Mark Master saying hi. Hi, how you doing, guys? I appreciate everyone stopping in. I just want to, like I said, show these off because I get a lot of people asking me how many crawlers, what crawlers I have. So I figured I'd do this quick live. And that way, you guys, if you ever want to see my crawlers up to date, you'll just look at this live video and you'll know what I have. All right, next combatant. Let's see, where can I put this one? I'm going to put it on top of the Gen 8. Hold on. All right, what we got here? Oh, yeah. This one's modified a little bit. This is my Patera twin hammers. I custom did the body like that with the markings. I have videos how to do it because everyone used to buy was green and I was sick of them. I had 2 of these. So I have a video on my site, on my YouTube channel somewhere that show how to do this look for the body to get it. You could put any color you want. I used white. I had one I used like fluorescent blue and I think it looked better. So you could do any color you want instead of having this ugly green, the same as everyone else's. This one, I put lights in the front here. New wheels and tires, as you guys could see. I think these are from the Patera Blazer or whatever the heck it was. And what else did I do to this beauty? Sway bars. I only put the sway bar on the rear so it don't twist as much, and that helps it when you climb up the rocks and stuff. This one usually will flip over a lot, so that worked out good. What else did I do to this one here? I know I did more to this. Oh, yeah. I put this actually, guys, first off, this is the original one. This is the original one that got, they got sued because Traxxas sued them for the front suspension, the little bell crank things. Traxxas sued them, and then they had to stop for a while. Then they made their own design. But this is the original one with the bell crank things on the top that Traxxas sued them for. So this is an all original one right here. This has the 2-speed in it. What else did I do? I put a metal geared Kyosho servo in there, a heavy duty one. Roman saying he likes the style of the chassis. Yeah, this is a neat one. Dragon Slayer saying he has the upright shock mod on his. Put the battery. Yeah, that's probably nice to do. I never really got into modding this one too crazy like that because I have so many trucks, you know. Tug RC, have you ever had issues with the steering system? No, I never had any issues with my steering. It works pretty good. I just put, like I said, that metal geared Kyosho heavy duty servo in there, and it was pretty good. It's not the tightest steering. It's a little sloppy, but what I did with mine is it goes fast out of the box, but this is the next mod I did to it. I put a brushless system in mine, and I think I put like it's probably like 1500 kV to maybe 1700. It's a slow motor. So when I have it in low gear, it's real nice and slow. Then when I put it in high on the trail, it's fast enough to give you some nice excitement, but it's not as fast as stock. So I geared it, made it lower with more power with the brushless system. And let me see what else. I think that's about all I did with this beauty here. The only thing I did is I put, I think, 500K silicone weight oil in the front diff so it pulls, because stock, they don't have it. You can see I'm holding the drive shaft in the rear. It's hard to see it, even turned it out of my hand. It's hard to turn. It's like glue, kind of. It's real gooey. So I put that in the diff, and that makes it crawl a lot better. Let it 01. He's saying, what's up, Shen? I hope I got your name right. It's far this little monitor, so I can't see good because I'm not young. But yeah, that's what I did to this one. If you want to see any of the mods, like for the bodies, if you guys got them, they look cool when you do this and you paint them from the inside. It gives it a nice look. So that's what I did to my twin hammers. This is another fun truck. I always say if you only wanted one RC that's fun, twin hammers is nice because you could crawl with it and trail with it, and then you could flick it in high gear and bash it like a fast RC. So if I was only to have one RC allowed, this is the one I would take, because you could go fast and bash with it, and you could go slow and have fun with it also, like crawling and stuff. So that one's, I think I put a glitch buster in this one also. Yeah, that's what I did. And this is a fun one too. I don't know if you guys could see the bottom on there. It's all like scraped the hell from in the mountain. It's a fun truck. Robert S. Test is in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Roman saying, but I don't like the style. I think it's a good. Yeah, some guys don't like this stuff, but I like it. That's why I bought it, right? I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't like it. All right, let's get the next truck out here. So we're down. How many did we show already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 5, 6 of them, I think. Oh yeah, and my Traxxas TRX4 Sport, I put a Fly Sky radio in that also, because I just don't like them Traxxas ones. All right. Next combatant. This is a gem. I love this thing. I had it since like early 2000, maybe. I forgot when it came out. The Tamiya Pajero. This is another CC01. If you look at my old videos from like 2006 and 7, they're like 640 size for back then, because they didn't have good cameras. I have actually a lot of videos with these trucks, the CC01s. I had a lot more of them. I had one I made like a mud truck with the mud slingers with it was a Blackfoot body. I had a few other ones. I had one going underwater, and for back then there was no waterproof stuff, so everyone was like, "Holy God, he went underwater! He went underwater!" But anyway, here's this. This is a Pajero CC01. This is a nice one. RC Master's asking, do you use anything to protect the chat? Yeah, before I go in the woods, even with my off-road cars, I'll get like a soft bristle brush. I'll spray some WD-40 on it, and I'll do the whole chassis, the axles, the A-arms, everything. let it dry on for a little bit before you go out, maybe an hour before, or you could leave it overnight, whatever you want. You just got to put a thin layer on it, and you're going to say, oh my, it's got oil on it. But when you run it and you go through the dirt and mud and your whole truck gets covered with it, when you go to clean it off with a brush or an air compressor or however you do it, it'll all fall right off because it leaves a slick surface. So nothing sticks. So that's what I do with all mine. And it works great. All right, let's check out what I did to this beauty here. This one's got the angled bumper mod where I cut the chassis on an angle. You see that? The angle of attack is much better. This works way better. I got the Traxxas 25/6 servo in there. I got the GPM aluminum ball bearing whole steering set up. I got a glitch buster in here. I don't know if you guys could see. It's basically a capacitor that goes into the receiver. What else did I do to this beauty? I got an 80-turn RC four-wheel drive motor in there with a heat sink and the lower gear you could put in there. 80 turns work real good in these cars. It slows them down a lot. It's better for crawling because they go so fast. I put a big servo saver on here also. What else did I do in here? Locked the front diff with like epoxy or whatever I used back then. It's been a long time. I modified the front suspension again on this one. You could see my videos. I notched the chassis, gave it more. I did a few little mods on here. You have to see my video on these trucks. It lets you drop the suspension a little more, so you get a little more ground clearance in the front. What else did I do? 10-weight oil in the shocks. Recently, I just got this new drive shaft. I think it's Integy. And then I got this new chrome cover because I used it so much I wore a hole in my old one. So I had to replace it. You can see this one here is getting pretty scuffed up already. That mountain I go in really kills your trucks. This one's got my mod on it. I don't know if you guys could see it. Let me see if I could get closer. You can see drop. I have that mod up there that drops the droop of the suspension on both sides so it flexes a little more. Because without it, it only flexes so much, but when it flexes, that'll drop just a little more and let your axle twist. It makes you go over stuff much better. Again, you can probably see this here. Damn, my arm's getting tired picking up all these trucks. You could see you could see the rear end here in the pumpkin. I have clear stick tape over it. You see that hole? I have a hole in there, so if I ever go in like water or anything really bad, I could just pull this off, drain it out, and I get the Corrosion X with the tube, spray it in there, and it helps stop everything from rusting and lubricates everything. Then I'll degrease that and put a new piece of stick tape over it. What else did I do to this? The back springs are okay on these CCO ones, but the front was a little stiff. I don't know if you could see. You see the white barrel springs? Tamiya made a kit for these barrel springs for the CCO ones. So I used the softest one on the front. It's like a progressive spring, and that made the front softer, and that works a lot better. Let me see if anyone's asking any questions here. No? All right, and these are the best tires I ever found that are the size, maybe a hair bigger than the stock ones these are. These are Lossies, the Rock Claws. These are from the mini rock crawler they used to make. No other tire worked as good as these ones here. You can't get them anymore. It's a shame. They're really good for these trucks because they're like a perfect size for them. Not too big. A little bigger than stock, and they grip like glue. They're really awesome. And let me see what else. I think that's about it on this beauty. Yeah. That's it on this. I got a Hobby Wing ESC in there. This one runs like a champ. I like it. 80-turn motor. Perfect. These I don't know if you guys know about these. These are Dobro makes these. They hold the clips. You put a hole in your body. They're real awesome. You never lose your clips. I got it on the back too. I have a Touareg, another one, and I sold a few over the years because, like I said, my old videos, you'll see I had a lot of these trucks. So this was my Touareg also. I have a carbon gray body, and I've been using it for a few years. And I said, because I had this old body because I had more of these. So I finally switched it a couple of years back to this one because the shorter wheelbase doesn't work as good on these. You could climb a little better, steeper with the longer wheelbase. But just for the looks of this one, I always like the way this one looks on the trail. It's real nice looking. So I put this beauty back on. These are old bodies from the original. These ain't no re-release one. So there you go. CC01, my favorite trucks to run. I don't got no room here, so let me see if I could throw this one. I'll put this one up here. Hooey! All right, next truck. Let's see. I have to walk to get this one. Let me move some on the table. All right. The next truck I have here is the ECX Temper 2 Gen 2. I did a couple videos with this one. I actually have to get out and use this one again. It's real fun. It's like a spider and it really crawls really good. I modified the tires on this. I cut them up to make them grab better. What else did I do to this beauty? Glitch buster in there. 20 weight shock oil, or I think I may have used 15 in this one. You could use 10s really good. I heard from others. I just don't want to switch it out. I think I put 15 at first, but 10's really good. It helps it twist a little easier because they have like pistons in here that if you even put like 20, it feels real thick. So I did that. What else did I do to this one here? I put a hex fly. This is the red cat. I don't know if you could see it. I put the red cat servo in there from the Gen 8. I put this aluminum servo horn. RC Master. I think I said hi to you, didn't I? I shouted you out. Sorry if I missed you. It's hard to do this and look at the writing. And the writing's small because it's far away, the computer in the front. I have a laptop. All right, where was I up to on this? I put the new servo in there. I did the modification. You guys could see the rod up here is bent. That's so it clears the pumpkin in the front so it turns further. I modified the steering spindles or knuckles, whatever you want to call them. I ground some of the plastic off there. They have like a nib sticking out, so that makes it turn much better. No, again, this like the ECX Doomsday. I think this one turns like crap out of the box. You could see how it turns now. Again, when you do this modification, if you leave your ball bearings in the back over here, in the back side, what'll happen is you'll turn sharp. The CVD will hit into the seal of the metal seal on the bearing. It'll wear through it. Then all the balls will fall out and your bearing gets broken. So to do this mod that I show, I have the video on it. You got to make sure you get a plastic bushing and use it in the back sides on each one. From the Kyosho Blizzard, I have the link in there, like where to get them, what the number is. And that way this turns a lot better because, like I said, stock, this one turns really bad. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. Stock was it didn't turn at all. JD Passel says, I missed the crawler. I sold TRX4s. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. I used to sell a lot of stuff, then I wish I had it again. I always have this in my mind when I think about this, how you just said about it. The one I miss is I sold my almost mint Tamiya Super Hornet 2. Every time I talk about selling them, that's the one that comes up. There's many I did that for. RC Mike, not you do. All right, I didn't know. Exomatics here. I'm just showing off all my trail crawler rigs because a lot of guys always ask me what I have. So I'm doing this live video. So now if anyone wants to see, they could look at this live video and you'll see them all. So I thought of doing it. Well, anyway, I did that to it. I think, let me see. I think I did something else under the hood. I got to get little clip things for this. Oh, yeah. This one here, I ground in here down a little bit. You could probably see where I ground it. I'm hoping you guys could see it. And what that did is let you use, I use those packs that come with the wltoys, them 1500 lithium ions. So that way you could stuff one of them beauties in there and you'll get like, I don't know, double a run time or more. Well, about double a run time. So that's what I did to that. Everything else is stock except for Dean's plugs. The servo steering upgrade, that was the perfect thing to do with this one. Highly recommend if you guys get one, do that steering mod I have shown because you'll appreciate it when once you do it and you see how much more it turns. You'll be able to go through the rocks and turn through stuff much better. That's this one, the ECX Temper Gen 2. It's a cool little truck. All right, let's see what else is on the bench here. I went through, I don't have that many more. Next combatant, my highly modified wltoys. What's the number again? 12428. I'm sick of all these numbers. You're getting mismatched and messed up all the time. But anyway, this one here, I'll tell you what I did to it if I remember. New wheels and tires. These are, I think these are ones from my twin hammers. They're real gooey and sticky. They're nice. I put a Hobby Wing quick run ESC in this. I think I got an 80 turn motor in there. I forgot. It's been so long. I think I got a RC 4-wheel drive 80 turn motor in there. And what else did I do with this beauty here? Locked everything up. It's all locked. Nothing's open. No open discs. I got a different, I put a Kyosho, what is this? A high torque metal geared servo. I stuffed that in there because the stock one just went kaput. JD Pass will leave all RC cars on the table. Let us drool. When I'm done, I'll try to, I don't think you'll see them. Maybe if I pull a camera far back. All right, so that one's got the motor ESC. It's got, I put grease in the fake shocks. I got a glitch buster in this. I changed the whole front suspension. I cut the arms here to steering rods, and I put brass over them and lengthened them out to take out that toe they had. They had real bad toe out. Also, I heated up the A-arms and I bent them so I could make the caster less on it, more like a crawler. So it works better and the steering and everything works better. What else did I do to this? I know I did stuff to this. I forgot. It's been so long. Oh, yeah. I made a skid plate on the bottom here because it's just like a lump. So that kind of makes it go over. Yeah, so basically I put a full regular RC radio system in this, and I modded it all up, the suspension, and bent it and heated it up so it would work better, and changed everything up. This one works real good. There's no comparison. A stock one will never go where this one goes, and it's so fast it ain't good in the mountain. This one's slowed down now. I got good control, and everything's locked, and so far so good with the mods I did on the front suspension and A-arms from twisting them. I think Model Nutty did his too. He said it worked awesome, and it just makes the suspension work so much better. And this one works real good. It's basically it's like a real RC now and not like a toy grade. Net Cruisers in the house. What's up? I was just showing all my crawlers and trail rigs, and I'm up to, I got like a couple more, but I shown the bigger ones already. If you want to see them all, just look back when this is over. I got them all thrown under the table. I can't move. Well, anyway, there's the modified wltoys. This thing's really good for this toy grade, semi-hobby grade RC now. It actually works real good. I got videos in the mountain with this one. Let's see what I got next. Let me throw this one. Where can I put it? Let me just put it over here. Here she is. My little 1/24th. This is the RGT Adventurer. Modified like crazy. This one, not crazy, but I modified it a lot. I stripped the body and painted it like this green color. That's just one of the mods. Trimmed it to fit. Let me show you what I did to this little beauty here. Because out of the box, this one really worked like a piece of crap. It was so high geared, it was like a racing truck. All right, I got a lot of videos on this one. If you've seen my channel, you'll see I did a whole lot of videos. All right, I got a diode mod. You can see it there. That lowers the voltage so I could use a 2S LiPo safely. I'll show you how to do that with some diodes there. It lowers the voltage more like the NIM pack that comes with it. So I did that. I put an 8-tooth pinion gear in there, but I highly recommend if you're going to switch yours with a pinion gear, get a Lynx 9-tooth. It goes in easy. This 8-tooth, I only heard of one other guy being able to do it besides me. Everyone that tried to do it said they couldn't get theirs to mesh, where mine, you could see it's meshing real good. What else did I do? I got RC 4-wheel drive, the TSL Super Swampers on this little beauty. I did the wide axle mod with the, you could use rubber O-rings to make the wheels come out a little more. You can see it's pretty wide. Took the spacers out of the shocks here because this gives it a little play, you'll see. And it makes you get more droop and softer, so it flexes much better. I also changed the location of all my shocks. I located the tops of them in towards the center, and that makes your shock softer so it flexes better also. What else did I do to this thing here? I know I did something. I just gotta figure out what I did. Oh, I put full ball bearings in it. And I also, these drive shafts, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. These drive shafts here, they pop off when you really stress this thing. So I strengthen them with like CA glue with filings of plastic mixed in there. I have a video how to do that. It makes it thicker so they don't pop off the ball in the middle. And that worked out good. Anything else I did to this thing? That's about it. But that's pretty much a lot of mods for this little thing here. I got it working really good. So there's the RGT Adventurer. Nice little truck after all the mods. But now you could go pick up one of those new ones they made with they're the same truck. They made them with the gears lower, so they're much nicer now. I forgot the name of it. FTX 2.0. And the one Steve OD reviewed, I think it was something H24 or something. Those got lower gear ratios now, so they're a lot better than these first gens like this in the FTX and the ECX Barrage one that came out. These are like race cars compared to them. No control, whereas the new ones, you could control them real slow and go over stuff. So if you want a real good new one like this, get one of the newer versions. Green Frog says, yeah, the green is nicer than that stock orange. They had the stock colors on this were so nasty. It was like ketchup red. And then they had the yellow. It was like mustard yellow. It was nasty. This was the mustard yellow one. I have a video. I stripped it all out. It was a pain in the ass. And then I airbrushed it with that Parma. They have like a real bright pearly green. That's what I used on it. JD Passel, I like orange. Lewis LP's in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Guys, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Helps me out. Well, that's my little RGT. That one I did a lot of work on. If you search it on my channel, you'll probably go, holy crap, how many videos did Steve do on it? So let me put that there. Next up, this one. This is the best one, 24th of all. This one, Oaxel Deadbolt. The SCX 24 is the best one. They did a real good job on it. What I did to mine here, a few mods. I have some videos showing all the mods I did on here in case you guys get one. I got some good mods that made it work better. I just cut the back off of the roll cage because I wanted mine to look different. So that's what I did with mine there. Let me see what else I did. Oh, I did the wide mod on this one. It's a little wider. You could see the normal. I used, actually on this one, you could use O-rings behind the hexes, like in the wheels. I'll show that in my video. But actually in this one, I used the RGT hexes were way wider, so I put them on this one. And it worked out real good. Let me see what else I did to this little beauty here. Oh man, I did a lot to this one. I cut the whole front off. You can see over here, I cut the whole front off and I made this Velcro strap. This holds the battery flat down over here where my finger is. The battery sits really low. This is the lowest you could get the battery with this mod. So I did that. Then the whole receiver TX ESC unit, I took out the whole plastic thing that was high in the back and I countersunk it into the chassis and I just holded it on with a little bit of that shoe goo. You can make like a screw hole and screw it in, but this little truck, you don't need it. So I just shoe gooed that in there. You can see how low it is. Maybe you could see it better on this side. See how low it sits, everything? The battery's way down here by the trans. And this is lower, so that's like really the lowest you could get the center of gravity on this one. And let me see what else I did. I think I waterproofed the servo in the whole unit with that Corrosion X. I have a video on that. And I think that's all I did with this one. It works really good. This is like my favorite. It's a really good truck. If you guys are looking for a little micro, definitely get this one over them other ones. It's a little bit more, but it's a lot. You're getting a lot more when you get it. Yeah, RC Master. Yeah, the new ones, the FTX 2.0, they switched. It has much lower gear ratio. It runs much nicer. But still, I don't think none of them are as nice as this. I think the Oaxel did the best job on here. Really good truck. it's surprisingly you could go where you go with your big ones with this one. Like you'll have to climb up the rocks differently. But this little bugger goes pretty good. Scottzilla's in the house. Thanks for stopping in and just showing off some of my cars here. Shen not Net Cruiser says Shen not stock RCs. Yeah, I kind of like modding them. I don't like to buy parts and make them better. I like kind of modding the stock stuff and not spending money and making it good for what it is without buying anything. That's kind of like what I do. But let's see what I got next. Next, I only got these little, let me get them. Now these ones are these are toy grade, but I did reviews on these. This one was actually pretty cool. This Xiaoyi Yi, this is the tracked version. I did a modification with the fishing string around the track so it don't slip as much like it used to pop the tracks. That held it on and it made it work a lot better. And this I had a lot of fun with. This one's really fun. I like it. And I do run a different battery in here. Let me get it real quick. I run these are 600 milliamp. These are the lithium ions for them little boats they have. And they fit right in there stock. These give them a lot more punch and power over the NIM pack. So I've been running this one. I got videos on it. I actually took this in the mountain too. It's crazy. This little thing's pretty cool. Scottzilla, those are tiny. Yeah, this is like a lot bigger than the 1/24. This is like the size of your slot cars, Scottzilla. This is 1/24. And this, I guess, is a little bigger. I don't know what it is. In between size, like probably 1/16 or something, or 1/18. I'm not sure. I think it's 16. But like I said, guys, this one for a cheap one just to take out, it's weird. It's just cool because it has the tracks on it. I don't want to spend, what's the tracks? This one like $500. Just get one of these for $30. Just kidding. But anyway, this is fun. I had fun with it. It's not the best, but it's pretty neat. Then I have this one. These are the cheap stuff I have. They sent me this one. I didn't like this one as much as the tracked version was better because it was slower and could climb better. This one, because it don't have the tracks, it went really fast and was like not as good on the trails and stuff. It didn't have as much power and control. And the last one here, I think I had like 14 altogether. I'll try to put them out on the table when I'm done so you could see them. I'll have to pull the camera back. This one was a wholesome little rock crawler, which actually worked pretty good because it had a proportional throttle, which made it nice. Usually they just pop and go. So this one works pretty good. I went with this one on the rocks and stuff a little bit. It's got the metal, but these are just toys, but I had fun with them. Cheap little toys. I'll probably have to give these away to someone. I don't know why I even keep them. They look good. I like the way these look. I like the tracked one. I'll probably save that one, but these I'll probably give away to someone like my nieces or nephews, the kids. But anyway, now I showed them all. Let me see how many I had here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. So I had like 11 real nice ones, and then these 3 are toys. James Swift, thanks for stopping in. So the blue, I can particle man, it's so blue I could taste it. Yeah, this is they painted these. You can see the color they use. It's kind of like a ink, like fuzzy. It changes kind of color. Almost kind of looks like there may be like a chrome underneath it. The paint colors on the red truck here And this one, real nice colors. You have to see them in person. They're nice. All right, guys. Now you want to see them all at once for the shebang before I go here. I'll try to put them out on a table, and then we'll maybe try to pull the camera back. So let me get them out over here. Hold on. I don't know if I could fit them all at once, but I'll try. Once again, guys, if you want to get into crawling, best crawler for 99 bucks. Nothing will work as good. You can't get nothing for 99. This Doomsday, if you want to start crawling, get one of those. Let me set this up here so I could show you guys them all. Bear with me, guys. Crazy Steve here. Crazy Steve coming at you. I think I got too many. That's why I want to get an on-road car. Fern Solo's in the house. That's why I think I want to get an on-road car next. I was looking at one after I found that spot there. All right, we'll put that there. This here. Then I have another monster or something here. Where the hell is it? I don't even know where the hell they are. All right, we'll put this here. Oh yeah, the Gen 7. I almost forgot. That's why when I made this thumbnail for this live, I kept taking it, uploading it, and I noticed every time I upload it, I was like, oh crap, where's my Gen 7? I had to put it in, take it. I was like, where? I forgot my twin hammers. So I had to keep, I did it like 3 times to get them all in the picture. ECO1 beauty. That's why when I did my last collection video and I had to bring them outside to take the video, I don't think I'm ever doing that again. It took hours to get them in video, then put them back in the same spot they were in. I guess I could put the little ones on top. I don't know. I don't have no room here. I'm going to just put... I'll put this on in the front. Maybe over here. Oh, shit. Forgot one. Let me see if I could get this one in the front here. Lewis LP saying, beauty. Look at the Gen 7 versus the Gen 8. Those are supposed to be the same. Yeah, it's a little bigger. The wheelbase net cruiser is like the same. The body's just a lot bigger on it. The TRX4 is just a little shorter. It's actually the same size as this here, the length of it. The body's just like probably about an inch shorter, but the bumpers and stuff is like the same. All right, I think I got them all out here. Now I'm going to try to move the camera so you guys could see them all. Let me get back there. Except for I ain't going to be able to see nothing here. Hold on. I don't know because I can't see my monitor right now. If you guys could see them all from this far away or not. Well, that's them. And you want to see I got stuff over here too. I got like all tanks and lizards. bunch of tires and all that stuff. Grips. Anyway, I don't know if you guys seen them all. I can't tell because I can't see my monitor. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. And I got 2 on the wall. Let me sneak back in here. Did you guys be able to see them all? Did I get enough room in there? I couldn't tell because I can't see the monitor. Shen's RC Superstore. Yippers. Alrighty, I guess it worked out. Yeah, I got some tanks over there. I have like a couple, I think I have a Hornet. No, not a Hornet, a Grasshopper, the Granite 4x4, Associated Monster GT, and some other like on-road car type thing, and a Gruff 926, and probably something else. I just can't see it. But I got these up here. This, oh yeah, that little brushless truck I just did the review on is pretty good. Damn, it's like, help, help. My little gems. Sorta maxed out RC. Thanks for stopping in. Oh God. RC Masters asking what was my favorite. Out of the crawlers? My favorite RC out of the crawlers? What is that one on the Gen 7? Oh, this is one of them toy grade ones. A Particle Man, but it actually was pretty fun because it has a proportional throttle, which made it actually pretty good. I got the video on this if you want to check it out. It's a cheap toyish one, but it was all right. Steve O.D. from the 313, he told me guys in a club use these and like modify them, and they do real crawling comps with them. I don't know. Hold on, guys. This one here, I just did the review on. I wanted to show you. I painted it up. Looks pretty good. This little sucker was good, and it ran pretty fast. It's brushless. If you didn't see my video, it took a beating like hell. As Steve said, I sent it. So check that out. But anyway, you were asking about my favorite crawler, I think. Is that what you wanted to know? My favorite is for in the mountain, for the most challenging. I like my CC01s. They're not the best for working, but they're the most fun to drive. And but for the bigger guys here, I don't know. I like the Gen 8's fun because it works pretty good. But the best one for working is this TRX4 Sport is really the best. So for the best performance, the TRX4 Sport is the best. Then I would say this. And then all the rest are like pretty good. Net Cruiser makes me want to do. Yeah, the Doomsday is nice. If you just do a little mods to it like I did, it actually runs really good. And like I said, you could get them for $99. You can't. Like this was like 90. This is like 130 or 100. I think it was 99 or 119. To get into crawling, this one here is awesome. If you didn't have no crawlers, this would be perfect for just a crawler for everything. And It looks cool with the light red too. I'm going to have a video of this one. I got some footage. I just got to put it together. But yeah, for 99 bucks, if anyone out there wants to get into crawling, this ECX Doomsday is the best one you could get for 99. I don't think you're going to find anything. You could buy like them toy grades for 99. I'm leaning forward to try to read the writing because it's far away. The Gen 8, of course. The Gen 8's nice too. They're all good. They're all fun. They all drive a little different. It's like you can't compare them. Like I said, the CC01 is different. It don't work as good. It's not geared as low, but it's just fun because you have to really maneuver it and drive it. Then you'll get something like twin hammers I got over there. You just can't see. That's totally different because of a different style, which makes it fun in its own way. Particle Man has the TRX4. It's great, but the Bully is a true beast. Yeah. Yeah, that thing is like crazy. It's like this, but way better. It's totally two different things. But if you want one like a scale truck that looks nice, I think the Traxxas one and the Gen 8 really works pretty good. Yeah, Green Frog RC, the TRX4 Sport, is the most capable one. It works the best out of them all here. RC Master, that Doomsday looks the coolest. Yeah, that's cool. I did a lot of stuff and cut a lot of stuff off. You got to see what it looks like stock. You may not like it as much. It looks like stock form. It looks like you got a bulldozer front on there, like a train front, like a plow, like a point. But I did a lot to it, and it looks cool looking. Take care, Net Cruiser. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Maybe your next RC will be Doomsday. Hey, Steve just came in the house. What's up? I'm getting attacked by the crawlers. Let me see. Maybe you can see more of the crawlers. Now you see my notebook now. Anyway. Hello, what the F you doing, Steve? You got to look back at the video. A lot of guys were asking me what crawlers and trail trucks I have. So I figured I'd go live and I showed each one separately and kind of what I remembered, what I did to each one. So I showed them all. You'll have to see it. You're still seeing the... Oh, no, that's good. There's my new mic setup thing I'm trying. I don't know how it sounds, if it sounds better than it usually does, because that's like a better mic, that thing. I use it on the DSLR, so I figured it'd work better. All right, guys, I've been on here long enough. If anyone wants to check this stuff out, just rewind it and look at it. You'll see all my crawlers. Take care, guys. I don't want to stay on here too long. I've been on for a little while here. I got to clean up and bring all these things back and go nuts. Okay, guys. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up for me, brothers. As Steve says, later. Beauty. Take care, guys. Thanks, guys.